Hello and welcome to a brand new series. We are going to be playing as something a little bit different. Last week, or the week before, I think actually the week before. No, I don't know, whatever. I was asked to sub in a Loops lobby, and I played as a tag called VODS Clan, which is the goblin formable of the Northern Serpent Spine. And the events that I got to witness while playing, or while subbing this tag, were incredibly funny, but also incredibly long, and they also had a lot of consequences for what things you picked. So it's not really a multiplayer tag, but it looked like something I really wanted to try out. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to pick a goblin in the Northern Serpent Spine, and we are going to eventually form the Allclan, VODS clan, and do some wacky shenanigans. So there are 4 options that we can go with, and I have chosen one of them. So to start off, we could go with Snotfinger. Goblins have pink snot, apparently. Don't worry about it. But Snotfinger, kind of just basic goblins. They're the ones that often kill Azra Expedition in the Cradle. I don't know what's special about them. Really basic. Whatever. Same goes for Mountain Shark. They are also pretty basic goblins in the North Serpent Spine. The first unique one, though, is Railskulker. They start with a hold. They start settled somewhat. So, they're not going to be migrating around. They're going to be colonizing. And then the final one is the one that we're going to go with. We're going to go with Spider Etch. This is a tag that is had a mission tree added relatively recently, written by Niller, who was the guy that subbed for me in the Wednesday game of Voltenu. And so I'm going to be playing a Spider Etch, doing a bunch of nonsense in the Forbidden Plains, and then going and forming the Allclan. I don't know if we take Allclan ideas or we keep Spider Etch ideas. This gives me 100% cav to infantry ratio, shock damage received, cav cost, cav combat ability, idea cost, goods produced, unrest, caravan power, merchant trade power, have shock, and land fire damage. So this is a very, very strong set of ideas for cavalry. But I don't actually know what VODs and clans are, so we'll probably end up doing a save, check, reload kind of situation. But anyway, let's get into Spider Etch and see what we have going from here. So, Spider Etch. They are all about goblins riding spiders, which I think is an insanely cool visual, and pretty similar to something I had an idea for when I was creating a D&D character. Although instead of a goblin, I wanted to be a halfling riding a spider. Didn't end up playing a game as that, but whatever. I'm also going to disable North and South Island here, because I don't give a fuck about that area, and it does not have any content related to my game. Same with South Sarhal. Screw that place. East Sarhal, screw that place. Don't need it. Bulwar maybe has something, apparently. North Sarhal, though, don't need it. Unless apparently we have something. Forbidden Plains, no, but we'll leave it at that. I think, keeping it contained and having a relatively smaller area of play is probably for the best. Save on file space. What's my time zone? What's his time zone? Voltenu is at 8 p.m. my time. I think if you're UTC +2, that's the same as my time. If it's 10 o'clock in the evening for you right now, then it's gonna be at 8 o'clock. Anyway, back to main menu. I think all the rest of that is fine. So, we are the Lightland Claimer. Our unique position and ambitions extend the planes of light, as well as the dark caves of the Serpent Spine. Our people rally to the cause as long as we follow it ourselves. Should we betray this mission, we will lose the support. So if we have a look, we currently have Dwarvar Claimer, 30% morale of armies, manpower recovery, force limit, maintenance, supply limit. We will lose that, but instead we'll get only 10% morale of armies, keep the manpower increase, we keep the recovery speed, force limit, maintenance, and all that. We also get some shock damage received, which is a great modifier to have in the early game. But if I attack anyone outside of the Forbidden Plains or Serpent Spine, I would lose the modifiers. That. But we will claim it all with spiders and blood. Cool stuff. Alright, let's see what we want to do. First of all, we have got a colonist, which means we need to choose one of our native policies. I know that I need to choose native trading policy because of this mission here, so we will do that. Native trading. I've never made that mistake before. Not ever, 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 ever. We also wouldn't mind getting a mission complete for having a large army. So let's pop that on. I'm going to save that for now. Neighbor raid, I think, is always fine. Promise new lands is fine. Then for the mages, let's patronage the magical arts. Magical exploration is also fine. Got 62 crowns. We'll seize the land back again. We'll hire a bunch of goblins. We will summon the diet. Manpower back to 50%. Perfect stuff. Oh, we start with gold. Ace. So new buttons! Aha! I didn't even realize that this was in the current build. Awesome. Can't press any of them. But it's cool that it's there. Let's go. Alright, let us go and day. Can we get to 50%? We can't get to 50% yet. Which is a shame, but whatever. What I will do, though, is I will hire the novice adventurers. Because they're free, and they will disappear, and we'll never see them again. Yeah, let's unpause. But yeah, we need a couple of months for this to go up. I think we can also migrate down spinning channel. That is a good idea. Get some copper there. The novice adventurers are still being hired though, so that's fine. So they are here. I don't know why we're at speed 1. That's silly. Not necessary. We're making a bit of money. I will be getting a half-price guy there, so I won't use that yet. We've got inflation. We do not have a cheap trade guy, though. We won't bother with that yet. Alright, Monstrous Rabble is also available to be hired, so I will do exactly that as well. As soon as we get to the Eastern Reach, we will have finished our first mission, which will give me Expedition Target in Eastern Reach, and we obviously want to use these mercenaries in there, so we don't have to spend our manpower. Speed 4, and obviously we wait until we can migrate again on the 16th of November. Beautiful, beautiful, and lovely stuff. Our current cult, I know there's a really good one for if you fight centaurs, so I think I'm going to wait until I can grab that. Completed our estate agenda. Will let us get the half-price Morale of Armies guy. Fantastic stuff. Is there anything else that I want to do before we move on? Yes, I want to go back in here and give larger tribal hosts, bring my manpower maximum up to 35,000 now, which is actually fantastic. Whoever this is dying already. Corruption, fun. Start with corruption in my country. Don't you just love that? Alright, let us get to the Eastern Reach. Alright, it is now made of silk. As we migrated to the cave delta on the Eastern Reach, we discovered the outside. Large flat landscape with blinding light coming from a blue roof. Our tribal leaders seemed keen to stay in the cave delta, as it was ripe with small caves and crevices to live and farm it. While we settle, we must explore the potential of the Lightlands. Send out 3 groups of spider scouts, 1 in each direction. And I will do exactly that. This land of light with the bright blue roof and the endless plains must host potential riches. Send out 3 parties. 1 will go west, follow the Serpent Spine's edge. 1 will go north, deep into the plains, and 1 will go east, seemingly also deep into the plains. Explore for valuables and potentials and then return. You'll be rewarded with gold. I lose some manpower, but whatever. while they're doing that, we are going to do an expedition. So we'll click there and prepare an expedition for the Eastern Reach. It is a gold medium expedition. So yeah, let's start preparations. We will make you guys get out of here, is what I will do, actually. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, send the 10,000, well, 8,000 mercenaries. And I can actually re-grab these novice adventurers instantly. That's hella exploity. Holy, is that what Mui does all the time? Keep those fuckers around permanently? Bruh. Kind of wild. Anyway, let's organize the troops, map the terrain a little bit. Supplies, medium length, I think maybe we can get to 6% there is fine. And we will start the expedition. Yeah, using mercs for that is mad exploity, I'm not gonna lie. Let us grab ourselves a general. Kind of wank. But also, we have the ability to declare war on Doom Horde to force migration. And I think I'm going to do that. Because if I remember rightly, I heard an rumor that with forced migration, I can do some interesting shenanigans in the peace deal. Almost out of nowhere, a gigantic army of goblins descended upon us, crawling out of every nook and cranny, every small tunnel and crevice around us, with spit-flitched teeth and crude yet painful weapons. They scream in anger, preparing for their attack, striking fear into the eyes and hearts of our explorers. Let's see if they want to join us. Civilization is hard to come by down here, a fact made evident by the army's rage and anger over our proposal to share food and supplies. Tide of flashing teeth and gleaming eyes descended upon our expedition, stealing and killing what they can before huddling away into the dark again. Well, that's unfortunate. Our brave scouts crossed some forested hills and encountered large troll-like beasts. Both parties were initially confused or scared, but the so-called ogres were not hostile. The ogres were lumberjacks, not warriors. They led our scouts further in, where they exchanged a few formalities with the local chief. Has great potential. So I have found Magargama, and I will be friendly with them. Also going to immediately start improving relations with them, and maybe we can become allies. Yeah, with this, oh yeah, we also grabbed a couple of extra men. Yeah, with this peace deal, we can show strength. Oh, no, I can't. I thought you could. I heard that you could, but apparently that's been removed? Okay, well, never mind. Well, I could have made him a rival, potentially. Only a few severely hurt and scarred souls returned from this party. They reported of massive four-legged beasts. Scared, not scarred. Upper body of hairless dwarf and lower body of a horse. They destroyed our scouts and left them for dead. The few goblins who survived by playing dead struggled back towards our caves, traveling mostly at night and hiding during the day. The few survivors even split up in two. Hiding on flat plains was a hard task. It seems the other splinter did not make it. The returned scouts were clearly traumatized and were rewarded handsomely by our chief and retired. Alright then. Fuck the... Oh, actually, this is a rather large army of people. The winding tunnels of the Serpent Spine sometimes layer in strange ways that facilitate short respite, or in our case, signal a finished region. Before us lies another inlet, now even deeper in the cavernous depths. Get ready to continue. Oh, we found ancient dwarven knowledge as well. That's based. Alright. Oh. I don't know why I was waiting here. Let's see what happens when we attack. Fire phase, they do nothing. Shock phase, we did enough. After months of nothing but solitude, with sparse skirmishes with the Centaur menace in the mix, the scout party was sent through the opening of the Reach, was overjoyed to find a river. Apart from a source of water, it meant that they were bound to find life much more commonly than in their previous march. After following this river away from the southern regions of the plains, they eventually found themselves at the shore of the biggest mass of water they'd ever seen. The biggest mass of water any of their ancestors had ever seen, perhaps. An almost endless sight of blue, only interrupted by floating husks on the lake, and what seemed like a pretty big city far in the horizon. Soon enough, they had found a passage through the water, a small piece of land that separated the gargantuan mass in two, still massive formations. Not long before the scouts found themselves at the gates of the city, and a regiment of what looked like taller dwarves came down from the walls to meet them. After a long conversation with the guard, and even longer one with the mayor of the city, an agreement was made between the nations to open communications and trade. The exchange was celebrated at home, since it meant that at long last our clan had an ally against the overwhelming strength of the centaurs. So I have discovered a bunch of people, and I gained some support for feudalism in the Eastern Reach. A noted leader of the Spiderwitch clan was captured weeks ago by a battalion of beastmen in slaver ambush. Today that leader has returned, changed, with a flame in their heart so powerful it could be seen through their eyes. They spoke a word to no one for days, were seen staring out at the endless plains of the centaurs almost longingly. This is how they were before they disappeared once more. A battle occurred just recently. An expeditionary force of goblins hoping to reclaim the depths of a local shantytown were met with an assault by our own feral kin, led by a familiar general at the back of a massive spider. Our feral kinsmen followed the general's commands and cries with a fervor unnatural to goblins, riding forward on spiders fueled by the promise of a glorious afterlife. The ensuing battle leveled the town and left hundreds dead along with the general. Though dead, he remains immortal, with war dogs and spider jockeys charging in his name before crashing into glorious combat, fighting to enter that same glorious afterlife that they and their shamans, the survivors of that great battle, wished to enter. We ride to war! And we've unlocked the Kravi Oznad. Let's see what that does. Differential trade power modifier and cav combat ability. Well, I am a cav nation, so we will take that. Alright, get stack wiped. We will go and return home. So what can I peace out for then? Show strength is there, but it's not allowed. That's unfortunate. Well... Gonna to release some bitches. Well, we did what we could. Maybe I would have been able to do it if they were my rival. I don't know. Anyway, let's go even deeper into the caves. Entering in the faint bioluminescence of the cavern walls lies a pool of clear, calm water, its surface like a mirror. When the first soldiers arrive there at the shore, their water skins ready to be refilled. I mean, sure, refill those things. We've only got 23% supplies left. Yeah. Water is cold and fresh, and the soldiers drink quickly. When the first one starts coughing, nobody expects anything. When the second one joins in, silent looks are exchanged, but by then the third and fourth are coughing up blood, and they all started to perish. Their bodies soon as cold and lifeless as the water that killed them. Well, fuck. Webs on the walls. The first thing the scouts noticed were the nets. Sticky patches of glistening white strings started lining the halls left and right. The strings vibrate when they touch anything, sending waves deep into the dark. There's no denying. A nest of spiders must be near, and big ones from the look of it. Deep in its heart there might be treasures they have taken there, cocooned in their slippery silk. Small force could retrieve such trinkets and scout ahead, looking for a way through. On the other hand, there's a small crevice that might lead around the whole affair. I will send out some scouts. Seems like a reasonable idea. I want the supplies. That's the... Morale is low as well. Fuck it. As scouts return, their number diminished, and they report of the horror they saw. Shit, I lost the morale. I think I've lost this expedition. That's unfortunate. Particularly unlucky member stepped on what seemed to be stable ground. The nets hidden by rocks gave way into a crevice, leading to God knows where. Others got crushed and avalanches triggered by the unassuming vibrations of small webs. Even more just stuck to the webs, with no way to cut them down without getting stuck as well. Times in need, the mages reclaim, blah, 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 blah. Don't care about that one. It is not an absolute guarantee that we lose. We're just going to lose manpower every month. Oh, fucking hell. Going deeper? Well, no, we lose that. I didn't send enough supplies. Oh, we have some morale again. I don't know how. Are we actually going to manage this? We might actually manage this. It is... Nope, morale is now 0 and there's only 35 dudes. Unless we get it in the next month Nope, never mind. Fuck's sake! Off-price advisor seems good here. Ah, that's very unfortunate. Anyway, suing you for peace. I can humiliate him at least. Ah, pain. Absolute pain. Well. I feel like I gotta stay here. Till I can redo this expedition. It kind of sucks that we just failed that. I can retry in 7 months' time. So yeah, it is worth staying. That is very annoying, though. Organize the expedition. Let's try this again. And there we go. We'll go to fucking 100% because why not? Start the expedition. Close that window. Oh, they're currently getting their manpower back. So I can't. I'm going to lose in the monster's rabble. Well, good to know that that's how that works. Expedition enters a wide cavern full of stalactites, walls shimmering with strange minerals. Distracted by unique beauty, they notice too late that there are no stalagmites under the hanging counterpart. Then a veritable legion of piercers, lava ropers, descend from the ceiling like vultures, impaling the unsuspecting expedition. Well, kill them all. A spear has made quick progress of the lurking larvae, impaling them before they can do much more damage to our troops. Soldiers stab around them with enough awareness to not hit their fellow explorers, trying to hit as many slithering creatures as possible. The frenzy comes to a close when the last piercers slither away and flee. Gain morale. Hell yeah. Some more money would be nice. Still losing a bit of money, but it is what it is. Wonder, is Nightmare going to be the big winner here? I've replaced the ancient dwarven knowledge that I lost the last time with just straight up got 2 instantly, so that's good. Recall that from Magargma. I'm also going to offer you an alliance. A Rouge Scout, or a Rouge Scout. It's not a Rogue Scout, it's a Rouge Scout. Brought up to our city. The goblin told us of the great broodmother, Muta Cruz Paus. Spider Queen of us all, her realm being spiders and everything they produce. Worship is through a consumption of venom brew, living in silk and spreading in her realm. How fascinating. Okay, so apparently that might be the special goblin thing. Want me to fight Battle Song? Who am I fighting? I accepted. We're still allies, so I definitely accepted. Also, improve relations with the lake-fed people. You don't care that I'm monstrous. Oh, you have an intelligent folk modifier. Okay. Is it just you that don't care that I'm monstrous? Also, Vakoila. You're not even at war anymore. Back on my expedition. I mean, I don't know. It's going fine, I guess. Kind of hard to tell. As another ancient dwarven knowledge. We're on floor 3. I can't. Oh, I've got no possible rivals, and I'm at 46. It's very unfortunate. Wild Hunt went bankrupt. Well, they're dead, so who cares? Transparent clouds of gas, sometimes get wedged into the corners of the serpent spine, silently floating without disturbance for centuries. These gases are often dangerous due to the lack of oxygen for poor travelers traversing the labyrinthine paths of the ancient caverns. One such bubble of gas has now enveloped our expedition, making many explorers and scouts dizzy from the lack of oxygen. Since the gas is colorless and odorless, there's no way for our explorers to know until it's almost too late. As the signs towards gas being the culprit behind the increasing discomfort of the expedition leader is presented with 3 options to approach the subject matter. Yeah, just tough it out, it's fine. Doom Horde has gone bankrupt. Sucks to you, buddy. Creaking, rattling voice echoes through the cave as ghastly spirits appear in front of the expedition. Restless dwarven spirits damned to spend their existence in life. The question remains, what are we to do? Well, they died before, let's see if we can kill them again. As we approach the ghost dwarves, they stare on in silence, their eerie, empty eyes fixated upon us. A cold breeze of air hushes through the cave, creating a whining sound, startling our explorers. They dare not take a step further, and it seems we may have found to find an alternate route. There's a bit of morale. Okay, our morale is getting quite low then. But we will go further into the caves. Gonna take a bit of effort to make you a friend. Serpent Spine is the ancestral home of all dwarves, so it stands to reason that there would be dwarves roaming the caverns, searching for traces of their venerated ancestors. Such party of adventurers is now before us, just around the corner. We abide competitors in the search. Nope, we must murder. The orcs know what to do. What orcs? We're fucking goblins. Dwarves never suspected anything. The expedition startled them and cut them down with ease. The Serpent Spine has known an ocean of dwarven blood. What's a few more buckets? Clearly their time has passed, and it's on us to establish dominance here, and we gain +1 whole ass morale. That's so useful. That is actually pretty peak. It does trickle down from the cave ceiling, building small piles of like stalactites. On further expansion, the rocky pillars securing the roof appear to have cracks that run deep into the stone. A debate sparks whether this cave should be traversed or not, but it was already too late. The ceiling gave way to the pressure building up, sending an avalanche of rocks and boulders down towards the expedition, killing and entombing many members within moments. Well, I think we've almost finished the expedition. And we have. Nice. We're actually at our max manpower. I am still gonna send a little bit of it, and the rest can come out. The expedition has returned with ancient dwarven knowledge. The master engineers request exclusive access to the knowledge, believing its technical knowledge could help us better develop our hold. However, the scholars wish for it exclusively for themselves too, for they claim the wisdom of the elders and the precedent of managing a large state, like as our dwarf, could be applied better the workings of our state as a whole. I'm gonna do reform progress 4 each, so get 60 reform progress is pretty nice. And the dev one is just 1 extra dev point on a hold, which is, I mean, it's fine, but nothing to write home about. And we'll start making our way back up here. Clan boss Renam is now strict. Fantastic. Okay, we need to get here and do this expedition. Do need to hire this monstrous rabble as well, though. I can't drill until Miltech 3. I did not know that. Well, that's unfortunate. Probably should have known that. But anyway, we'll migrate to Web Alley now. And our army is going to be essentially full cav for the start of it. Because, still cheap. And we have 100% cav to infantry ratio, so it's kind of what our guys are known for. Our little gobbo fellas. Anyway, our first gov reform. To plunder knowledge, we gain 20 gov reform after winning a war against a non-monstrous nation. Which I don't... Usually I would say that's a great one. By usually I mean after I was told it was great by somebody who knew what the fuck they were talking about. But I don't have any non-monstrous nations to fight. So I don't think it's a good idea for me right now. This gives me global settler increase. Okay. When you build a market, temple, or quarters, meh. Basic extra taxes, okay. I think we're going to do global settler increase because we are going to do colonization, I think, after we reach here. We're losing a bit of money, but we'll make it all back. We'll be fine. We can migrate again. Cancel those guys. We'll grab this monstrous rabble. Alright. Expedition menu. Your dab's next. It's silver long. Okay, so let's organize that expedition, and we are going to play it safe. So, we need to be max manpower. 10 morale and 190 org is crazy, actually. Okay, we'll send all of those guys. And then what we'll do is we will rehire those guys. And we will send them... Oh, actually, we need to wait until they're actually built first. And then I'm also going to send... two of those guys back. Right, raise morale. Go to 10. It is what I've been told to do. Then org of 180 is probably fine. Supplies, obviously we send all of the supplies. And with that, we will send the expedition off. You can build me more cav. Is the plan. Order of the day. So I will also say that I do not need that. Jesus, what a long-ass fucking text. Anyway, our chroniclers told us of a powerful dwarven sorcerer by the name of Ithnia, whose legend claims that he has hidden some of his treasure within these parts of the Serpent Spine. Often he tried to convince the expedition to search for the fabled riches, but often there were more pressing matters to attend to. Recently, however, following a time of few expeditionary success, our explorers are more and more inclined to finally search for it. Scouts have been sent into the dark to search for signs of the wondrous. Mages are turning their wands to recognize magical signatures, and our chronicler is poring over scrolls and parchments looking for clues to the exact location. After 5 days, the first scouts return, with no news of any signs of treasure, but over the course of the day, some mages pick up a trace of arcane energies leading down a vast crevice. Scouts are sent out to try and find a safe way down and up again, but there seems to be no path. One group, who's reached the bottom of the crevice, obscured by darkness by rappelling down some rope, report that they found an old crest of a dwarven make. The iconography matches the time of Ithnia, and the emblem is linked to his infamous One-Smith clan. Discussion about how to approach the matter now have ignited all over the place. Our engineers have proposed that we build a hoist to get soldiers and abjurers down to search for treasure, while some soldiers would prefer to find a way down, arguing there could be a slope that has been eroded out of the stone over time. At last, the safer option has been chosen, and the soldiers search for ways down. Fortunately, this path exists, and the entire expedition can descend into the canyon. It did not take long for the mages it did not take the mages long to find a magically concealed wall, behind which the horde of Ithnia gleamed at us. Our soldiers ready their bags and chests when the chronicler speaks. There is, of course, the possibility that Ithnia might have cursed the horde in order to punish anyone trying to take it by force. Soldiers fall silent and look at the expedition leader for a decision. What should we do? I mean, we take it, of course. Whether there was ever a curse on the gold in the first place is hard to say, but there was no magical effect upon seizing the hoard. Even the most superstitious men soon agreed that there was no danger to the treasure, lifting their spirits, arguing what to do with the gold. This discussion is shut down quickly by the expedition leader, who reminds them that all loot goes to the coffers to be given to the contractor. The chronicler has become a hero of a night, finally turning our luck around again, ending the dry track without treasure. Hell yeah, only 300 loot. All that for 300 loot. Okay. I mean, I'll take it still. I'm not going to complain. Of course, naturally. Anyway, let's go deeper. We can also get myself some more money again. Here. Oh, I need to go back to the Eastern Reach and be at war. Get this. Well, shit, balls. Well, we'll be back again. I need monstrous tribes to be happy. 54 is their equilibrium, so we'll be fine. I don't think I want to do any of these, though. Let's refill the water supplies. Here, we've read this one out before. I don't think I'll do it again. Gain 3% supplies. Very nice. And more deepness we dig. Well, not dig, but we explore. A cavern opens up in front of the expedition leader. Small streams of water trickling down the natural stairs carved out by long past tectonic activity. After a few steps down, the water converges into a lake, surrounded by greater-than-life mushrooms. The stalks glow violet, and the caps extrude a dizzying smell, not necessarily in a bad way. At their feet are more colonies with smaller mushrooms with many different colors. Let's bring neat. Why not? Let's bring them with. Among the samples the expedition took were many edible and, quite frankly, delicious specimens. The small group went back to get some more, and the cooks and are thankful for the variety they brought back to the dreary diet. Hell yeah, more stuff. Nice. Alright. So yeah, I finished this expedition, then I migrate back to Eastern Reach, and then we go to war again. Right now, we've got a truce with them anyway. Till 63. I reach here in 63. I'm here in 62. I'm here in 61. Here in 60. 59. 8. 7, 56. Okay, so we finish this, then we can go to here and then go back. Halt! The timid figure shouts to the precipice. Do not tread further, for this is the realm of Iglithob the Unfathomable. Scouts laugh and look at the goblin and prepare to just circle around when he holds a crude wooden staff with a skull bound to the end over his head. Consider yourself warned or face the wrath beyond your mortal capabilities. I'm serious. Looking at the goblin in confusion, one of the guards unsheathes his sword. So be it, the goblin shouts and pulls forth a hulking figure of rock, earth, and stone from the depths of the elemental plains before disappearing in a puff of smoke. The elemental reels back, then accelerates its arm towards the scout, slamming it down to the cold stone, and a deep rumbling sound permeates the cavern. The scouts run back to the main expedition. The elemental is just behind them. Shouting and screaming, the scouts arrive at the camp and warn the others of a looming threat when the elemental already circles around the last corner, smashing dripstones and hurling boulders in its way. With the expedition leader sufficiently alerted, he calls on the other soldiers to a meeting on how to approach the new enemy. Find and kill the mage, obviously. In the frenzy of battle, the general managed to divert some troops to start a distraction further down the hallway, banging their shields and swords. Distraction worked as suddenly the sorcerer appeared on an alcove above us, watching what made the sudden sound. Our archers took the shot and managed to pierce his robes and green skin, sending him flying over the precipice. As his body shattered upon the rocky floor, the elemental vanished, its boulders thundering to the floor, sending shockwaves through the cave. After inspecting the damages and losses, some explorers went over to the sorcerer's corpse to check for anything that might be valuable. Between mangled wands, ugly rations, and weird powdered fumes in vials, they also found some books, which upon further inspection seemed to be some long-forgotten scholarly work on conjuration. The mages rejoiced and immediately went to transcribe the texts into contemporary works. 150 loot. Very cute. Yeah, I can get to here-ish. Unless this takes forever, then I can only go to here and then go back. Let's refill the water supplies again, getting more supplies again. Very nice. Still 2 court mage. Maybe not. We can take and tech. Okay, the expedition has returned. I am going to let them rest. We also got a beautiful cavern. Dwarvar is not an easy place to make our fortunes in, nor to make our fortunes in. Oh, futures. That one says futures. Okay. It's blood and steel and darkness peril, a theme that seems to push you one step upwards for every one you descend. It's enough to make one despondent, which is why it's important to appreciate caverns like the one we discovered. Very simple yet serene beauty, reminds us of just what we fought for. Very cute. Oh, I gain a stab as well. Let's go. And I get Gnippahilir. And obviously we go with the reform progress again. It is tempting to take this. Here too. Jesus, I found a new wife and immediately she fucked around. I don't know about that one. It's yeah. Yeah, I can get here and then we'll start heading back. The army reformer died. That's sad. But I do have a lot of money now. Brutal timing? Like crazy timing. Unironically. Like very sus timing. Well, that was unfortunate. Don't like losing reform progress on an unreformed tag. Fluttering sound of a million wings echoes through the serpent spine. Soft glow of a false dawn emerges on the horizon. This can only mean one thing. A Luminoth migration has begun. They dart through the air, 1,000 strong, crossing the caverns and the holds and flowing down the old dwarven rail. Glittering, shimmering patterns form in the mass, subtle dancing shapes that the eye struggles to hold on to. Stalactites become beacons as the fluttering insects land. Sky Cave complex illuminated in shades of purple and cyan. Yo, an free stab? Let's go. We do not say no to this. Yeah, if this also gives us silk, it starts at 2 production. And I do need more production here. Might be worth deving that up. Gems. I mean, okay, then. Secrets. We could go up and kill Ruby Company to get feudalism. I think that's a good idea. I do honestly think that's a good idea. I'm glad I came up with such a monumentally great idea. As a market you tab, does the dev you do stay with you? Yes. No. The dev stays there. Yeah, because I think they're like here. If I remember rightly, they're not here. 1, 2, and then we're bordering it. 1. I feel like going into the road is faster. Does the progress to Renaissance follow you? Also, unfortunately, no. Place has 75 feudalism from my event, but I'm over here with 0. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here. Check the institution map, see if the one to the south has it. I just did. Guess you wrote that before. Bit of stream lag. Not good. I mean, one round of expensive shit is probably not the worst thing. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it was the same. Hey, we got a bit of gold. And now we're actually making money as well. If I get there before he finishes this colony, then we're goated. Probably 1 tech ahead of me still. But it's fine, we're still going to do it. I don't think I'm going to do the expedition target, though. That seems like a little bit too much. Maybe for fun before migrating, that's a good point. Let's just do it now. I also roll again. I mean, 2's better than nothing, but damn, we got unlucky. Slightly better. Still no siege, though. Can I make him a rival, I wonder? Oh, okay, well. Force migration! Hopefully this doesn't go horribly. Holy shit, what a retreat, though! That was some retreat. Wrong one. Need a merc? Yeah, I need more than that. I need fucking... I don't know what I fucking need. I need to roll a decent general is what I need. 4. We can make do with a 4, I think. I mean, I'll give it another... Actually, let me just get it. Autosave. There we go. No, even feeding is just not happening. Yeah, the extra tech is what's killing it. We have the ability to get that tech, though. I think that we'll try that next. Oh shit, no we don't. I wonder if the AI is dumb. Is the AI dumb enough to think that we are weaker? The answer to that is no. Alright, I've got one more test to do. Spent the point on generals, that's true. But one more test that I can do. Is that gonna help me out? No, I'm not gonna do that either then. Okay. Declare war. Come on, come here. Don't build more troops. Okay. Now I will be the defender. Okay. 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 Just fuck it. That one. It was a fucking good test. That's not the autosave I want. Oh, we'll stay losing. They in fact do. We have learned something this day. Information has been informed. Let's hope they don't fucking attack me. I'm leaving, bro. I'm leaving. Don't worry about me. Oh, let me escape, let me escape, let me escape. No! No, no, let me escape. Let me escape. No! Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Wait, no, wait. Let me, do not do it. Let me, give me the days. Give me the days. Give me the days. Fuck you! Fuck you! Attack me now, motherfucker! With what CB? With what CB? Fucking get, suck it, nerd. Does this mission nation have a mission trait? Yes, it does. It does, and it's apparently exceptionally strong. I'm just failing right now. Good issue. Yeah, we're going back here because centaurs are weak in comparison. Loses 4 saves in a row. 4 is yeah. Let's go with 4. 4 sounds way better. We're going back to the centaurs because they're easier. Gold. Oh, he came. He came after me, the bitch. Bye, nerd. Short men too scary. Fight horsemen. That's the plan. So we will just keep migrating. Pull down. I did just see the seeding now. Yeah, I think that's fucked. I think there's way too many people in Hellas. A craving for crayfish. Settlers and travelers' refuge have discovered an expansive underground lake following a controlled demolition of caverns to make room for new housing. After quickly investigating the lake, they discover an abundant population of cave crustaceans, some of which were tenderized due to the falling debris in an explosion. With the crustacean meat being extracted by locals, it's quickly gained popularity for its exotic sweetness and richness, becoming a newfound delicacy in the province. The governor has sent us a petition requesting extensive funding to start a crustacean farming industry and ensure the people can enjoy their new treasures. Definitely. I mean, I don't want fish to be here, but I'm curious. Let's save a second. If I go fish here, changes to fish, right? But what happens when we... What happens when we migrate? And yeah, for people wondering what player is talking about, the seeding for the next Anbennar MP has just been announced. Hales has myself on Baihon Jin. There is an Oroklin and a Chinbin Rung. Fucking wild to have both. Bimlao is not really a problem. But yeah, having both of these, especially when Chinbin Rung being an AI is so fucking necessary for the survival of Baihon Jing. Like, what? They're kind of needed, brother. So, yeah, I don't know. Looks like a single session MP. Fucking looks that way, doesn't it? Anyway, if I migrate out, we look at this. Okay, so fish isn't... I'm just getting crustacean fisheries. Goods produced +1 on a province that might not even be fish. It's kind of fucking fire, I'm not gonna lie. Free death walls before 1500. Yeah. Seems to be that way. I mean, the tag I have starts in a fucking death war. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. They broke alliance with me? What the fuck for? I've recently dishonored an alliance. Fucking when, bro? I did not get any... I don't even have a fucking truce with him. So when exactly did that happen? I need to be his fucking ally. Okay, we'll just take that. Look at country modifiers if the minus dip rep is there. I mean... nothing there. It looks like I might only need to have him at +100 relations. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Might have been an event thing for him. Alright, we'll continue migrating. Also, we can check out our new cult thing. Muta Krupenkrauts have combat ability and shock damage. Yeah, we'll take that. Do I take this at the +40? I think I can dev my way into feudalism when I get here. Also, stop. Oh, you're an overlord of Magar. Oh, fuck off. I'm gonna be at war with Magargama. Alright, well. I guess we're not doing the friendly ogre path. Shite in a bike. Is Cav good for you already? Yeah, we are already... We're at 100 Cav to infantry ratio. And I have 23 Cav. I know, it's nice. Are they only a tributary? Oh no, they're independent now. Actually, goated timing. The Nightmare Wolf Independence. Hopefully I can get there and win. Wild I lost against the dwarves that many cap. I know, right? I'm gonna reload the save if this doesn't give me the trade good I want as well. Go. It's Tech 3 versus 5 fight, yeah. Oh, he had a plenty of morale over me. There we go. Silk. I want to get... Firstly, mission complete here. 200 splendor and 10 prestige. There's feudalism. And I need my the war. I think I do monstrous conquest now. A force. Actually, I didn't read this one out. They say Venom Brew is the strongest drink in all the lands. Till now, it was mostly produced in a few amounts. We can now establish a proper brewery and distribute Venom Brew mostly to our shamans, of course. Average goblins would not know what to do with the expanded conscience. Our forces are ready. Spotted end entrance fortified. It's time. The vast swathes of land under the blue roof will be ours. Charge forward, dear spiders, and ensnare all you see. The Valley of Ogres. As our scouts previously reported, there are some ogrish, some kind of troll nations close to our spider den entrances. They seem dumb, but they have valuable skills and power. They could be useful. Hunger. Insatiable, endless hunger. Our people are brought together by this feeling. But while the ogres feel the more literal version of the word, our hunger is more esoteric in nature. Be it hunger for riches or knowledge, we move to soothe this ache as best we can, and the alliance with the ogre kingdoms of the north very much helped sate the hunger. The trading network established between Magargama and the Reach has had the effect of causing the movement of large masses of ogres moving south to our cities seeking fulfillment. As for us, we've extracted great knowledge in all our new allies, both on warfare and on survival on the rough terrain of the mountainside. Soon enough, a big ogre population will have arrived at our gates, and we'll be able to offer them the fill of their lives on the condition they help us wage warfare against the enemy they hate so much. Well, with any luck, they'll just take the one province, and then we can take the other two. It does seem like getting the best reward for Emperor as possible with some heavy Diplo and Day 1 alliance with fighting and anyone to counter Bim. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk to Luke about it, but I don't see it being a possible yet. But yeah, I'm gonna go Aristo ideas. I'm gonna start colonization. The cave delta of the Eastern Reach is indeed very ripe, with hundreds if not thousands of smaller caves and crevices to explore and develop. After our adventurers fully cleared them all, we realized we got blessed. The proximity to the Lightlands combined with the moist caves has brought forth exceptionally good conditions to grow cave goods. So again, some dev in Eastern Reach. Minus 60 dev cost. Alright, let's try this again. First, migrate. I loaded up the wrong autosave, but whatever. We get the silk, that's good. Then I send here. Which means we finish this mission. Get 4 dev and 60% local dev cost. Now I can dev this for cheaper. Lovely. Brace. Mission complete here. Take that tech, take that tech. And attack you. Lovely. Nailed it. We'll take that. We'll take that. Do that. Boom, boom, boom. This time we've fucking nailed what we need to do. Oh, hello. And bro left this open for... Oh, it's even more perfect. Shitting hell. Oh, fuck. Apparently you only need 2k dues for this. Do you have 0 men? No, you don't. So let me just send the infantry over to help out with that war. And again, we go Aristo. Spine wall. I don't care about this. Go away. New heirs, no matter. Bloody take it. And of course, I will once again go with Mutter Cruisen Pouts. Okay, this is a blessed reload. Replace me! The war is coming to a close. We've defeated the combined hordes of Cain and his Ordiska. Our own forces are free to move into the area, but here there's nothing to move into. One could walk over 100 miles and not find another settlement. The native centaurs live freely, migrating across the steppes, stopping for a week or two before continuing on. Apparently they're God who commands them to live in this manner. Life is harsh in these lands, and they enjoy few of the benefits of civilization. But we have opportunity. We can tame these lands and seek whatever riches might lie on the other side, but the presence of the centaurs looms over the idea like a storm cloud. They are seen as strange and uncouth by most, and as monstrous and evil by many more. Some claim the only solution is to kill the beasts on sight, wherever they may be found. However, the wisest amongst our advisors realize that such a course of action will likely do us more harm than good. Centaurs will not simply roll over and let us kill them. They will resist, and when they do, we will strike harder than ever. These advisors instead push for a careful deployment of administrators and settlers to these forbidden lands. So, all provinces initially owned by centaurs are forbidden, giving 100% minimum local autonomy, indicating a complete lack of settled infrastructure. To make the land useful, we must designate an outpost province within a fully owned area, allowing local autonomy to decrease. From then, the choices we face will cascade from outpost that decide the fate's area. So the area's fate, sorry. Use the Establish Outpost button in the province view in the new Province UI button tab. Okay. Outposts progress over 3 phases, with each phase completing within a few years after reaching an autonomy threshold. You don't need to core nor state forbidden provinces to establish an outpost. The number of outposts you can maintain at once is equal to the government rank plus colonist. So 2. Conquering an area not fully sedentarized allows starting from phase 2, although it may be too late to help or yourself harm the native centaurs. Okay. That's certainly an interesting way of doing things. That means I need to go and kill you now. Give me a diplomat. Yeah, you're locked at 100. This is the outpost button. Let's check to see if the outpost button is glitched or not. Well, at the moment, I can't check until this war is won, because you don't do it if you have the full state. Did I once again leave this fucking empty? What I can do is actually... Local defensiveness there. Maybe I'll get back in time. Maybe. Well, fuck. Well, we will see if it is glitched. Well, the thing is there. Seems to work fine to me. Also, is it a vibe to make this whole area into trading companies? Do I need the land to be properly mine or not? Those buttons were glitched for a bit. Well, it doesn't seem like they are anymore. Obviously, it's probably pretty hard to tell. That'd be worse for you, less autonomy and all that. Maybe this is going to be my main area of, like, ownership. This would be the, kind of shitty land. Let's leave new infantry here, and then we're gonna go for... No, we're not gonna go for Doom. We're gonna go for Serpent Shadow. Can I get another general? Yes, I can. And bro has siege! Back up to 3 stab. Let's go. I don't know how much land this guy has. I want at least what I have as claims. I'll probably try and get as much as possible, to be honest. Is that tech important? Have shock? Yeah, it's kind of important. Another cheap advisor died. That's unfortunate. I still know where this guy is. Found his bloody rebels. Yes, goddamn. Wait, this is where his capital is? Goddamn. Alright. It's been several weeks since the first wagons arrive and the construction begins. Among the first things built were the palisades, in an unknown land and surrounded on all sides. The feeling of being exposed permeates the first settlers. The sound of thunder slowly growing louder, but the skies are clear. The lookouts sound the horn and the outpost prepares. A large contingent of centaurs charges forth, looming over the horizon. Tension is palpable, first to come this close. But as they come nearer, several things seem out of place. The force seems too small to be an army, and their archers are well within range, but have not begun firing. There are no torches in sight. They stop just outside the outpost. Two centaurs begin to approach. The first appears unarmed, while the second hands his weapon to a retainer before stepping forth. The second of them speaks, in a harsh tongue unknown to us. The first begins to translate. I am Ortsikar of the Ortsuin. I will have audience with whoever you choose to speak for you. I mean, alright, let's fucking grant an audience. Centaurs cannot easily fit into many of our buildings, but have quickly set up a few of their tents outside our outpost, where the governor and their attendants have followed Ortsikar. The Ortsikar apologizes for the low-quality tent and assures the governor that the Ortsikar will be bringing his personal, more extravagant tent on their next meeting, should room be made for it. The governor assures him that there shall be a space zoned adjacent to the outpost, with enough space to house it, and many more other tents. It's quickly become apparent that these particular clans of centaurs have no ill will towards our people. The purpose of this visit is to establish a mutually beneficial relationship with us going forward. For them, a place to barter and trade. For us, protection from others, less friendly centaurs, which they assure us will likely come for us at some point. They proceed to describe confusing religious differences in how each clan worships their sky god. Some clans following bloodthirsty and destructive ways not practiced by these centaurs. If these more violent clans ever make an appearance here, Ortsikar before us promised their defeat. Nice. Raids will not occur here. Will invalidate upon purging or expelling centaurs. I mean, that makes sense. Recently, our realm has not been faring well. I feel it's been doing pretty well, actually. Tax collectors are accused of extorting the populace. This is basic, bitch. I don't really care. That's already at level 5. Yeah, I'm taking that over. So, I think I only have cavalry here, and my enemy has brought a bunch of infantry. Easiest assault of my life. Oh, I found another fort. Yeah, I don't know where this guy's army is, but I think I can go down here. This was like the winner of the plains so far. Oh, found some of them. They only have 56 war score. Probably because it's Monstrous Conquest and we haven't actually had any fight yet. Wanna go siege this? That'd be nice. No, fuck you! Fuck. I suppose I wasn't planning on taking that land anyway. Would be nice to get down to here to get like that kind of bulwark cut-off land. Maybe get some institution across the border. Yeah, it's ignorable. Yeah, but it does look like we're currently fighting the current strongest centaur tag. Winning handily, because we haven't actually fought a fucking single dude yet. Oh, here he is. No, you can't have fungi. No, we reload that. This is single player, and I don't care that we're going to be reloading bad trade goods. All of this line will be silk. That is a guarantee. Then chance of silk is 40%. We're having that. You're to come over here, do a bit more sieging. I think since you get Yibba's Nest, it changes to silk anyway. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a mission for that, but I didn't see it yet. This Serpent Shadow was bloody big. Let's see how much of it we can end up taking. I'm thinking as much as fucking possible. I do think we do want to core things. Only one more province down there. Ooh, found his army. Alright, we're at 99% actually, so we will peace out. And we're going to do it by states, right? So I have all of this state occupied, so we're going to have that. The same with this one. I do think there is value in getting all the way down here. We can't take everything down here, but maybe we just have that. Oh, that's a good peace deal. I can release goblin vassals in the mountain and integrate them with one button when forming Allclan. Sounds like a plan. I don't know of any yet, but plan, good plan. God, we just got fucking fat as fuck. 104% overextension, that's fine, right? And obviously we're coring that one, or not coring that one, but we're outposting that. Let's outpost this as well. Tell you what, though. Isn't one of these provinces gold down here? Yeah, they've got a gold province here. Maybe we outpost the gold. Fucking copper! Why? No, I know. I know you said that they changed it, but I don't know if I trust that. I don't know if I trust that. Why going up to the bulwark is a good idea. It saves you from having to fight the elves early when they've conquered into Forbidden Lands. True. You know, fighting them in the Forbidden Lands kind of sucks. Rather fight them at a different time. Give me the fucking... Oh, wait, it's copper again? What? How far back did this happen? Yeah, because if I don't get this, then the elves will come in. That's always bad juju. Fucking fungi. Bro, come on. Just give me the... Very good. It's 40%, man. We get there in time. Please, 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 please. You whore! Fuck! I'm having so much fun. Missed the salt. It's been a while. I'm sure there'll be plenty of salt. We are certainly not lacking in sodium. Oh my god, will you fuck right off? Roll the fucking 40% chance. The odds are I'm being fucked. I don't think it's an error in code. I think it's just me being unlucky. But I will get myself a new fucking save to load from. You have got to be joking. What the fuck? Brother in Christ. Finally! I better get there in time. I swear to fuck. I got there in time. Alright, we can continue playing. I'm not going to kill anyone. By anyone, I mean myself. Recommendation save. That's a good idea. It was 40% for silk, yeah. 40% of the time, it happens 2% of the time. Oh, anyway, let's just continue. Oh, yeah, also core everything. We're obviously going to go for the same peace deal again. I think we can probably do now-ish. Right. It wasn't including that. This. Then it was this. And it was including this. Don't think it was including that up there, though. Then we take some money. Apparently you won't accept 100% peace deal, but whatever. So, yeah, I think got everything I want. Lovely joblet. For the rest of it. Alright. Big win. Need the monstrous tribes to be loyal and need to build more bloody troops. Monstrous tribes are currently 51. That rebel is done. I can get rid of this. Bro, I'm at 104. A break. And we can rival fucking Ruby Company. Of course, naturally. And a little bit of inflation. My army size right now. Now we're at max. Now I need to make my monstrous tribes happy. Now we do our mission. Our clan might have settled and built our existence, but our fellow crawlers still live scattered primitively in the rest of the spider dens. With our clan strong and evolving, we shall integrate all crawlers under our banner. Stellar increase in native assimilation plus 200. Nice. Through luck, but mostly the hard skill of our spider riders, we have bested the four-legged enemy multiple times. We not only have the ambition, but clearly also the capacity to control the Lightlands. Although we've paid in blood, we have become smarter in the way of the plains. Permanent claim on the West Forbidden Plains region. Cav flanking ability and Cav shock until the end of the game. Based. And now that I've done that, I can take the land back. So here, I need all of those provinces. Here, I need professionalism and Magargama to like me at plus 200. Bro is dying. I think we take that. You've got no friends, and you would complete the. Oh yeah, also establish an outpost there. Gonna go kill Silvermane, even though he's got a war wizard, which is kind of scary. And Serpent Shadow doesn't like me, maybe because I just conquered the shit out of him. Anyway, monstrous conquest of you. Scary fight against a goddamn. Never mind, I just stack wiped him. It could have been scary, but we're just too fucking strong. Now we've got that guy here. We're going to be good. All right, Magargama is still existing on the map. That's good. Troops deserting? Well, that's rude. Why would they do that? God damn. Where is Nimminimim Halber? Okay, right there. Get down here. Tribal Wars, nice. We get down here and we kill those peasants. Easy. Serpent Shadow just beat the shit out of Doom Horde, as did Great Hoof. Even though I took the majority of Serpent Shadow's land, bro has still got a shit ton of land. Oh, you stay where you are. Doom Horde's gone bankrupt. That means he still exists somewhere. Definitely don't need this to be something that keeps telling me shit. It's been several weeks since the first wagons arrived and construction began. Among the first things built were the palisades. In an unknown land and surrounded on all sides, the feeling of being exposed permeates the first settlers. As the next scheduled supply train approaches the settlement, they see smoke on the horizon. They quicken their pace, fearing the worst. As the settlement becomes visible on the horizon, they find their fears are true. Many of the buildings have been burnt down and supplies ransacked. While many died, many too survived the apparent raid, but are nearly without food and the wounded without proper treatment. These survivors inform us that the raid occurred just days ago. Centaurs hit hard and fast, ravaging the outpost and making off with supplies, setting many buildings alight before eventually rushing off. The outpost will be able to recover, but it's at least clear that the local centaurs do not want us here, and will likely continue to raid our settlement until we find a way to protect ourselves. Rude. Doomhorde still exists in former ogre territory. True. Maybe we attack Great Hoop next. You want to be my friend yet? I can trust who's got rinsed. Alright, how about I trade favors for trust a little bit? That actually brought us pretty close. You have no rivals, unfortunately. Literally nothing I can do. Guess I'll start currying favors with you. In some More people in the channel, very nice. So yeah, I don't know. What's the plan? Do we want to full core or do we want to trade company? What I should have been doing is concentrating dev. Half core is what we've... I suppose we could just half core everything right now, yeah. Without full... TCs won't really be better. Well, TCs, I mean, you can just get shit tons of money. I guess that this trade doesn't flow into me. Or... No, it doesn't. Hey, spinning channel is finished. Move on to the next one. This one I will full core because it's gold. We're down to 66. It doesn't flow on a low autonomy means that even investments won't be profitable. Just keep them as half states until you need the gov cap for other states. More settlers and supplies arrive from the core of our realm. We're ready to begin a great many construction projects to improve our outpost. However, what we focus on building depends on what goals we have for this land and the nearby area. If we seek to establish a tributary system and extensive trade network, centaur clans of the area will need to direct the use of our supplies towards the creation of a Gozabar, a dedicated plaza built to house a great number of centaur clans and the traffic of their goods. Or if we plan to send frontiersmen riding out on horseback to claim the land, why does it say horse instead of spiderback? We need to build a base of operations and supply depot, while if we wish to fully tame the land, then a proper urban hub to administer outlying towns will be necessary. When it's complete, you gain taxes, get tolerance increase of centaurs. But it'll be locked to centaur tribute, giving province governing cost minus 50. Not actually that bad. Urban hub. Then I get just changes the religion. I mean, if I'm gonna accept centaurs, then this seems fine. Minimum local autonomy minus 100 is great, though. Centaur tribute seems fine. It seems better than this. I will accept the centaurs. Because at the end of the day, I guess 3 centaur cultures to accept. I think it's worth doing. Spider Rich Centaur Mill. Hear me out. I'm not going to do it, but that would be funny. Avil Centaur is like 5 provinces, maybe. I'm not going to do it because I feel like that might lock me out of Allclan. Makes sense lore-wise. Does it, though? Wait, no, that just changes my centaur, changes my administration, which actually doesn't help me at all. I can still form the Allclan. Goblins have better cav. Mission tree needs goblin mill. I think... I don't think I'm going to do either. I don't think I'm going to do either. Like... Sure, we could swap to this if I integrate them. Which would technically be better if I stick with cav. But no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to play the way it's fucking intended. Oh, there we go. Alliance with Magargama. And here, I think, again, the tributary system seems better. After you finish adversary, plus 2/5 for cavalry. No, that's been changed. It's now plus 0.5 and 0.15. It's 0.5 fire. I can't even remember, and I can't even check. 0.5 cav fire and 15% cav combat ability, if I remember rightly. Kind of would defeat the purpose of being spiderized because I can't see centaurs riding spiders in a belt. Exactly. Can I try one outpost with... Yeah, I'll do one outpost with the next one. I think I'll take that. New crafts and commerce that have been propping up are taking form of a new major export. I mean, anything's better than slaves. Slaves are bad. Nothing changed. Okay. Ooh. Anyway, it's time for more murder. Oh, 0.25 cav fire and, yeah, 15 cav compatibility, that's right. Motherfucking copper. Never mind, I'm going to save the game in December. Oh, it was Globobly. But Ivory and Globobly now. That's cute. Like they have a fort. Guidance silk from colonizing the mission Silken Cities. Position 8 changes the area to silk. Check the mission files. Silken Cities. East Nest and West Nest areas, and the Traveler's Refuge. But Cave gets removed from Eastern Reach. Okay, fair enough. We won't reload from now on then. Thank you for your service. Fucking iron. Where's my siege? 20 days. Let's go. Alright, Trakraumas. Currently wool. Now, fucking incense. Oh, it's pretty shit. Hey, my ruler is now a 5 mil. Natives joining us. Pretty cute. I hate that event. Alerted to billowing dust clouds and thunderous bangs clamoring from a slum in Eastern Reach, the local guard discovered a district under construction. Cleared boulevards wide enough for a dozen pack animals, towering buildings carved with ornate reliefs, and sprawling common grounds, all freshly erected to Titanic scale. Before they could wander further, a watchful ogre adorned in yellow and orange sashes stopped and rebuked them for wandering around the district without safety precautions. After some lengthy explanations, the ogre shared the people's plans. Dissatisfied with the dingy enclave, they've taken matters into their own hands and renovated the slum into a home fit for the scions of giants. It is even as we marvel at their accomplishment, the sheer scale renders the area hostile for anyone other than giantkin. As they're still mid-renovation, we could require them to adjust pathways and structures for smaller persons. We could also just leave the free beautification project alone, earning the ogre's respect. Fuck it. Just, you do you, boss. Have at it. A fort. My dude. My guy. My actual famalam. When was the last time I got inspiring leader strict? Yo, if this fucking motherfucker rolls mage with high necromancy, I'm making him a lich. Is EU5 Anbennar better? You'd have to ask J-Bean for that, to be honest. But what I know where obviously the question's coming from. What I will say is, we already know that EU5 has frickin' pops, right? Tinto Talks have mentioned that. So fucking pops in Anbennar sounds like a really good fucking thing to me. Him is she. Decca is a woman. Oh yeah. My sister in spider. My sister in spider silk. Let's go. Thank you. Sorry about that. Seeking counsel from the ancestor. I don't mind if I do. There are always more decisions to be made in the rule of Spider-Etch, and always many voices seeking to guide them. But the clan boss has a much better idea that listening to their advisors' disparate voices. Why not reach out to the clan's founders, to be certain we are following in their footsteps? Shamans prepare a ritual at once, and the only question is what kind of spirit we should reach out for. I mean, what do I want? Fucking mill points, right? Consult the generals. Oh, it's a regency? Okay, well, my outpost got raided. Yeah, we're extending the fuck out of this regency. Wait, no, it's not a regency. I'm not currently in a regency. This is just my ruler. Where is my enemy's army? They got 7k fucking useless wasters. And I conquer everything here, right? Maybe give this back to Skull Gnasher. Oh, found his army. They appeared out of the nothingness. But unfortunately, they will get caught by my fort here. At least some of them will. Actually, no, none of them will. They'll just split up and die. Valley is done. We'll send on to the next one. We are at 100%, but I do want to still kill his army, so we'll do that. Gorgeous. I mean, plus 1.2 army tradition. Hells yeah. Alright, so I take everything that I've got claims on. And what I can do here is if I return Moore's Gals to Ickle Little Turd. Apparently I can't give this back to Skullgnasher. But it becomes an OPM there, right? Oh, no, I can just make him release Skullgnasher. That works for me, actually. And then money. Yeah, Grey Hoof no longer exists. We've done another mission. I needed 30 development in own provinces with Crawler Goblin. We've done it. In the area our ancestors have called Yidab's Nest, our explorers have recently discovered a new branch of caves, seemingly not inhabited by anything anymore. Organize a scouting party to clear and explore these caves. They hold unimaginable loot or goods. After the discovery of an old nest housing the remains of a massive spider, the old folk tales and myths have solidified into a fledgling cult of their own. Now more and more of us worship Muta Cruzpaus, the great brood mother. I mean, I already do that. Have we not worshipped this before? We have. We literally are right now. Like, literally as right now. But, I mean, alright. And Yidab's Nest is guaranteed be that. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. We will core these. And unfortunately, my next war is against somebody that I completely, you know, truced with. Do I want that, or do I want the next tech? Oh, the next tech has got cav in it, so yeah. So this outpost is... Phase 2. Next phase is 65 autonomy. So is this... This goes down, and when I get to 65, then I get to the next phase. Okay, that's a cool system. Eco is bad, though. How does McGargama have this? Whatever. I don't know. Unknowable. Yeah, Serpent Shadow is going to be my next target, obviously, so... Just start building a spy network on him so that it's easy to murder. Hopefully I can get there in time. $14 days left. I'm not making that shit. Oh, it was the right religion, you fucking... Bastard-faced bastard. And it's my fucking, gold province as well. on murdering all of the rebels then. Might be one of the previous reloads. I don't know what you're talking about. We have not reloaded once. The game has been completely done from fresh. No reloads. Not even one. You can't prove anything. Outpost been raided. This outpost could fucking hardly be called anything because you're getting pop-ups anywhere. Every day it bustles and brims with the lives of our people and the hoofbeats of centaur clans bringing goods from far-off lands. The tusks, hides, and meats of far-off animals and herbs of all sorts. For all sorts of purposes, from all sorts of far-off plants. Soon enough, goods from nearly every adjacent continent will make their way to the markets of this settlement before filtering on towards the core of our realm, and further on across the plains that are not quite forbidden over the horizon. That's here. So I get Centaur Tributary System, which, I mean, gives more taxes, brings autonomy floor to 0, and makes it half price to govern. Like, it just feels like such good... That's great. And that's for everywhere in this place, right? Oh, minimum local autonomy minus 50 for the lands that aren't the, I guess, the state capital. Is kind of a cool concept that they've stolen from, you know, Imperator. So, okay, we'll have this one now. I don't have enough money. Oh, it's not the... Well, it is the money, but it's other things. Let's grab... Calling development boost. Why am I so hurting for money? What's the Forbidden Lands modifier? So basically, all of the Forbidden Plains is Forbidden Lands to me. Go somewhere that I don't have an outpost. And when I have Forbidden Lands, I don't really get anything from it. It's just to show that this is a completely wild, untamed outback, essentially. And I have to tame it by building these outposts. When I get the outposts down to a certain amount of autonomy, then it has a basically building a city or a settlement in the middle of the plains. But yeah, I get kingdom rank plus colonists. Amount of them. And with this one just having finished, I would have thought... Oh, no. Next phase just happens in about 2 years, so this one is still going. I guess here I'm gonna core all the provinces. We can get that autonomy floor down even further. Well, I've taken a loan. I think we just do proper coring. After a long time of establishing our presence in the lands, we can truly call ourselves its overlord. We'll reap the benefits. Alright, so... in 3 months, the rest of the area also gets the full benefit. Okay, that's just... Centaur Tributary System is amazing, then. Like, I don't see why I wouldn't do this. Yeah, this gold was giving me a lot of money, and now I have none of it. Right, the goblins from elsewhere? Sure. I did my outpost. My heir is a reformist. Okay. An orc warband roaming around, so we'll prep for that. Do I just grab myself the extra cav? Yeah, fuck, why not? Crawler cavalry. There we go. Beautiful stuff. They're losing mad amounts of money. Might as well core it all. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna make it accept a culture anyway. I think maybe I'm losing money because I'm... it's not even just fort maintenance, though, is it? State maintenance is actually a big part of it. I'm just making no money from my own land. This is making me no fucking money, and it's 19 dev. Silk. Cook. There's the warband. Ooh. Hopefully I can get there in time. I got there in time. Alright, now they're all dead. You can hold your meeting. Where's Spitting Channel? Am I in it? I'm about to be in it. Did I take a second loan? I did. Keep raiding my fucking outpost over here. I think I attack you because you're an OPM with no friends. Plus I have a claim on you. This really shouldn't be... This shortcut should be like... A. Why is C going back, though? This shortcut here should be like... O. Or like, manage overextension. And O... Okay, so O just goes back and forth here. C does nothing now. Okay, that's fine. As long as that didn't change my... C button... I should have checked there. Yeah, that's still C. Perfect. 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 Yeah, now the ogres can, you know, my allied ogres can just do their whole mission tree about, you know, uniting this area. Without, you know, involving me at all. I'm gonna truce up with you. It is soon. But also, I need to end the stream here because I have a normal sleep schedule for the first time in a very long time, and I need to go to bed. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Spider Etch, we will be, you know, going into the mountains more and forming Allclan, just obviously not in the first stream. But yeah, I will be back, Sunday today, probably not Monday. Tuesday? What have I got going on Tuesdays? I'll be streaming on Tuesday. Don't know what I'll be streaming yet, though. Something. Yes. Volteno is on Wednesday. And, yeah. So, it was good for a stream. Good for a stream. We did stuff. And, now I'm going to go to bed. Good night. Good night. Bye-bye.